Okay, we're back again with another video, and we was just having a conversation, relationship conversation, and we wanted to join y'all in on the conversation. So the question is it okay to date people that your friends dated before? And I've done that in the past, and we grew up in the islands. Obviously, a lot of us grew up in the islands, and it's like hard not to date somebody that your friends dated. Like, as many times I dated somebody and my friend came behind and dated that person, I didn't feel no kind of way about it.
And so small.
I didn't feel any kind of way about it. Like, honestly, what I think about it, it wasn't a thing. It was like,
on to the next.
on to the next. I feel like the only way I would feel some way about it, even now, is if I still have feelings for that person. I think so. Like, I don't even know what the reason is now to care.
I think for me, I think I'd only care if it happened, if it's like my kids their mother.
Okay.
If it's my kids their mother, I think I wouldn't even pop a fuss. It'd be like, but my kids know you to be daddy friend. Like,
right.
You know, and all of a sudden daddy friend walking through the house, like, what a fetch. I think that's the only reason, that's the only way. But now, you know, first of all, I wouldn't do it. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I don't see myself dating somebody BJ or Kumasi. Like, that ain't how we don't move. But in the grand scheme of things, it's like, who is me to say? Mm-hmm. Who is me to say? And what's so crazy is that, you know how people say God sent and, you know, all these things. Suppose the way the world had worked is that the only way they could have met that person is through me. You know what I mean? And then suppose they kick it off. Suppose like me gaining my feelings block a whole $1 trillion empire and all type of thing. So like for me, like, it's not something I would do, but it's not something now at this point in time I will frown upon. And I've never really had it done on my case. Probably like when I was younger, you know, one time that I know of. You know, I like more than one time. But
I'm saying, come on.
And then we live in the Virgin Islands, and us, and probably people who can watch this are too, we part of the 7-day Adventist community. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some of us seen every day. And it's like, you tend to be attracted to what you're around. You know, so it's like, how can you say that, well, you can't like this person because I've been with a person? How hard is it really, to be honest? You know what I mean? So like at this point in time, you know, it's like, hey, be who make you happy, yo. You know what I mean? But on the aspect, I ain't something I would do. Ain't something I would do. If my partner do it, I would. And our close friends wouldn't do that either. You know, I don't see our close friends being that kind of saying like, yeah, I'm gonna be with this girl. I know Chris be with this girl, but fetch her. Like, I still really like this girl. You know what I mean? Had a partner, you know, something like that. And it was like, it was kind of weird, but it's like, you know what can I do? That ain't my girl.
How close you need to be? How close you need to be to say to make that determination? Like, I ain't gonna mess with him because he been with him.
Oh, how close? Okay, so what's so weird, right? So that's actually a really good question, because I've had acquaintances and I've you know, not nothing serious, but you know, dabble in, you know, you've been with such and such, but they're my partner. He don't call my phone. He don't say, Chris, what you doing? He in my plans to say, watch out, we going such and such and such. So if you're within that realm of like, we'd talk, you'd call my phone, we'd check up on each other, like, you know, you come into my personal space, that's the close proximity. But if it's just like, hey, what's going on, my boy? And the last time I said that to you was a couple months ago, and I never speak to you again, like, hey, I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking of you, but that's a good question. What about you?
Yeah, same. Like, if we ain't really friends like that, you know, it's a possibility that I could talk to the person. I feel like if we ain't really friends like that, but I would still probably ask them if they cool with it, just so not to bring up any drama. Like, you cool with me? I've done that before, but that's crazy too, because I've said, you cool with it? And they were like, yeah. And then when I go to talk to them, it's like a problem. It's a problem. Like they vex with me because I talking to them. I'm like, why? I asked you though. I asked you, and you said you were cool. You didn't even care about a person no more. You act like you hated the person. And then when I go to talk to them, it's like, no. So I just back off the situation totally. But that's happened before, yes.
And then, as we were kind of talking about earlier, like statute of limitation, like if you've been with this person in 9th, 10th grade, we's grown adults now, and then
you meet the person again.
Or not even you meet the person, your friend talking to that person, but the last time your physical interaction was high school, like should there still be a problem? You know what I mean? Like is there a statute of limitation to when or how or if, like, high school, like, if I used to check this vibe in high school, man, and that was our last interaction, man, we know in 30s, 20s, 30s, 40s, like, boss, that's when I was a kid, yo. Like, what are you supposed to do, the man? Tell you about what we used to trade sandwiches and shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, man. But you best believe there's
people who care. We obviously know I've been in that type of situation. So yes, there's people who will care. If you've been high school and you in that realm of closeness, they care. But we want to know what y'all think. How close do you need to be like, no, that's a no-go? What's the statute of limitations? If it's been 10 years ago, is it okay to date that person? No. What do y'all think? All right? Thank you for joining the conversation. Peace.